What's howling, Mad Squad? It's Joe, aka Mad Joe FC. We have a legacy teaser trailer for Marvel's next line of comics, kind of, bringing back the OG Marvel Universe characters, which I'm very excited about. So, yeah, let's check this out. Kick back, chillax, and let's react.
We're all comic book fans. We all grew up reading amazing stories. This is our chance to take some of the most important storylines and give them new life.
Marvel Legacy spans the entirety of the Marvel Universe. We open at the dawn of time, and we see the formation of the earliest group of super beings, the Avengers of 1 million BC. Marvel Legacy is a sweeping, all-encompassing epic that set up and key off mysteries and secrets and surprises and storylines. It's your one must-buy comic. The seeds that we're planting in the Marvel Legacy one-shot are intended to grow and flourish all the way on into the future. There's stuff that happens here in this singular one-shot that people will still be talking about and referring back to years from now.
The Legacy era will usher in the return of some of your favorite classic characters, but not at the expense of the new characters you've recently fallen in love with. Legacy will show you over time that there's room for Peter Parker and Miles Morales. The question is what roads they're going to travel. During Legacy, we're going to be tallying up all of the issue numbers for individual titles. Whatever that number is going to go on the front cover instead of a new number one. This is a way of tipping a hat to the legacy of each title, to the decades of writers and artists who've told stories, the countless stories that have excited us over time.
Marvel Legacy is our attempt to go back to the roots, the bedrock of the storytelling that is the Marvel Universe. You'll see old faces back that you haven't seen for a while. You'll see callbacks to classic tales from the past. It basically is a celebration of 50 plus years of storytelling.
Nice. Very nice indeed. September. Okay. That's this month.
Marvel Legacy also features the surprising, unexpected return of a big Marvel icon that will make it an absolute must-read for all Marvel readers.
September 27th. Okay. Got that marked. Well, this is cool. So, let me say this. I've only been into comics for about a year. I've said the story of how I got into comics. Just to make the story short, I got the Civil War comic because I wanted to see how the movie compared to the comic. Ever since then, I've loved Marvel and DC comics. So I've been into comics for a little over a year, and I haven't read any of the new Marvel stuff. Like, I haven't read any of the all new, all different. I haven't read any of the new Invincible Iron Man, the new Mighty Thor, stuff like... Here we go. I'll show you. So... what all of these are, all this is the first two issues of Secret Empire, also the issue 0 prologue, and then the issue 0 prologue of Civil War 2 and all 8 issues of Civil War 2. That's what all of this is. Oh. Now it is. And this is Iron Man's very first volume. So, like, not Invincible Iron Man Volume 1, but, like, from the very beginning, like, from 1963, when he very first started. This is his very first volume. Alright? Spider-Man's very first volume. Okay? Daredevil's very first volume. I got the very first volumes of certain Marvel heroes that I really, really love because I wanted to know their comic origins. And I want to know the origins. I want to read the old stuff before I hop into the new stuff. So that's why I did that. And, let's see. All this is pretty much the whole entire Infinity Saga. I know Thanos Quest and Infinity the End isn't in this. I do plan to get those probably because I believe they are part of this core Infinity Saga. So, yeah. That's what that is. And then my very first comic is Civil War. That's all the Marvel comics I have. Like I said, that's all I've read. I haven't read any of the new stuff, okay? I haven't read any of that. I want to catch up on, huge Marvel comic events and then on certain characters' origins before I move on to the new stuff. I'll get to the new stuff when I finish reading all the old stuff that I want to read. But the only new stuff I am doing is Civil War 2 and Secret Empire. Any comic events that are going on right now, I am trying to do that. For DC, all I have is 2 issues of Justice League versus Suicide Squad. Fortunately, I didn't get the rest of the issues. They ran out. And then I have Crisis on Infinite Earths. Like I said, I'm trying to read these huge comic universe events before I get to the new stuff. I know the button's going on and it's pretty hot with DC right now, and I do plan to get to that. So I know a lot of people do not like Marvel Comics right now. You know, all new, all different. Even the comic book events, like people hated Civil War 2. I loved it. I'm in the minority. I loved Civil War 2. I really did. And I'm not just saying that because I love Marvel, because I love DC on an equal level. So I'm not saying it out of any biasism or any. How would you say that word? I'm not being biased when I say I like Civil War 2. I just liked it. And I'm loving Secret Empire right now. Like I said, this is the prologue issue and then the first 2 issues. Yesterday, I went to my comic shop, which has actually got a redesign, and it's actually really, really sweet. But I went to my comic shop because I knew that some more Secret Empire was out. Did you know it's all the way to issue 10? I thought it would be like at 7 or 8 it would stop. It's all the way to issue 10, okay? So I got issues 3 through 10 yesterday, so I got all that so I can catch up on Secret Empire, and it's been a while since I've even read a comic anyway, so I am very happy I got all these because it's been a while since I've read a comic. So got all that to catch up on, and for DC, I want to get the next DC comic I'm going to get is Death in the Family. Like I said, I'm trying to go through these huge major comic book events in Marvel and DC before I get to the new stuff. So next for DC is Death in the Family. Next for Marvel, it might be either Winter Soldier or Age of Ultron. I don't know. But I'll get to them. And so basically Marvel Legacy is supposed to, like he said, bring back all the OG characters from like all of this stuff. You know, not the all new, all different, but it won't come at the cost of the all new, all different. So they won't have to leave for the OG characters to come back. So I find it pretty cool. Like I said, I haven't read any of the all new, all different, so I don't know if it's good or bad, and if it'll be good or bad in my opinion. But I know a lot of people don't really like it. But I like Marvel and DC just the same, whether it's the movies, shows, comics, okay? I love it all the same. I will always be neutral when it comes to Marvel and DC. I love them both the same, okay? And speaking of, while we're on the topic of comics, I know not many of you did watch this, but for those people who did watch my comic talk videos, for now, I'm putting it on hold just because there's a lot, like, I do a lot on my channel now. It's not just one thing anymore. So I do a lot of different things, and my comic chat videos, they were getting like the least amount of views, and I love doing them, but you know, the views aren't there, and it's not about the views, it's just about, you know, people aren't interested in it. So even though I love doing it, I'm not going to do something that a majority of my audience isn't interested in. It isn't necessarily about, it isn't getting a high amount of views, it's about your interest. So as for now, I'm just going to put it on hold, and as much time and stuff as I put, like, those took like 1 to 2 days for me to put together, and I enjoy watching the finished product, but as of now, I'm just going to put it on hold, and maybe if enough demand comes for me to bring it back, then I might even bring it back in a different type format, maybe, I don't know, maybe something a little easier for me. But I did want to say that while I had the chance, I was reacting to a video about comics, so I felt it was a good video to squeeze that in. And I like how they're confident about this, okay? That's what makes me believe that people are, because I'm already going to enjoy it probably, okay? But this is what makes me believe other people are going to enjoy it, is that the writers and stuff, they're confident in them. They're confident in this Marvel legacy. You heard the guy, you know, the way he was talking with confidence. You know, you could tell it in his voice, you could see it on his face, you know, he was talking with confidence. And the fact that they're confident about this makes me confident that people are going to enjoy this, and it makes me confident that this will be good. We'll have to wait and see. September 27th. I will definitely be there day one to get my copy. But yeah, let me know if you ever did watch my comic chat videos, and if you would like me to start back doing them, maybe in a different format or something. I don't know, maybe something a little more simple. I don't know, but yeah. So that's pretty much it, I believe. Pretty much it. If you enjoyed my reaction, let me know what you thought. Links to all my social media will be down below in the description box. There are 2 like buttons. Be sure to fingerprint the button with the thumb pointing up. Share this video to anyone you feel would enjoy. Tap the subscribe button and ding dong the notification bell to join the Mad Squad on our journey to 10,000 subscribers. My name's Joe, aka Mad Joe FC. I hope you all have a marvelous day. Mad out. Mad. Strong. Together.